at the rodeo to watch all of the talented women we have, young women participate, and they all look so beautiful. Does this sound wrong? I mean, they all look so beautiful when they're out there too.
It sounds right.
Like,
no, they do it effortlessly.
Yes.
Flawlessly. You know, when you do something at such a good level. I mean, it looks beautiful out there. So I can definitely attest to that.
So much local talent, and this is wonderful that there are scholarships helping these young ladies just continue on their future. For example, we saw a veterinarian wants to become a nurse. So they are certainly on the right path. So, okay, David, we have lots of heat to look forward to this week again.
I have unfortunate news because today we had an afternoon high of around 96 degrees, but believe it or not, this is going to be the coolest day over the next 10 days because it's going to get worse in terms of the heat. So if we look at the current conditions right now, we are seeing a temperature of 86 degrees, feels like 91 degrees in downtown San Antonio. And unfortunately, that's going to get worse. I mentioned the afternoon high of 96 degrees earlier today, and we should see triple digits next week. Looking at the radar, I'm not seeing much. A blip is popping up actually way out towards the east, but if I were to be honest, I don't think that's rain. I think that's something being picked up from our New Braunfels radar, so I'll have to pay close attention and probably investigate that, but I don't think that's rain. But temperature-wise, we're in the mid-80s, upper 80s down towards the south in Pearsall, Cotulla, and Carrizo Springs, lower 80s in the Hill Country and the Edwards Plateau, and we also have upper 70s in Rock Springs as well. Feels like temperatures in the lower 90s in San Antonio, upper 80s in Pleasanton, mid 90s down towards the south in Cotulla and Pearsall. So for tomorrow's forecast, rinse and repeat. Now it will be slightly warmer. It shows mid 90s for tomorrow. I think we'll see temperatures closer to the upper 90s. 98 degrees is what we're expecting as our high. Mostly clear, but we can't rule out an isolated shower for places farther towards the east. What I'm talking about is areas east of San Antonio and south of San Antonio as well. The same areas that have experienced a small shower in the afternoon and early evening. That's just going to continue for tomorrow. So throughout the overnight, partly cloudy, and then here's what I'm talking about. By 3-4 o'clock, could see some small sprinkles, isolated showers form for areas south of San Antonio and east of I-35, but the chances are still very small, just 10%. Rinse and repeat for Monday, partly cloudy in the morning, and then in the afternoon, an isolated shower chance and maybe a rumble of thunder for our eastern and southern counties. But by Tuesday, things will change, and the reason why is because of this ridge of high pressure. The same thing that has been keeping us dry and warm over the past couple of weeks, well, this system will eventually move eastward throughout the start of the work week. So by Tuesday, it will be over Texas, and that is going to cause temperatures to be higher, and it's also going to limit cloud development. And when you don't have clouds forming, that's going to limit our rain chances to closer to zero for the rest of the next week after Tuesday. So temperature-wise, gradually warming up throughout the new week. 98 for tomorrow, 99 for Monday, and then triple digits is expected for Tuesday. Now, believe it or not, we've only reached triple digits one time in San Antonio, and that was last month. But not only are we expecting triple digits for one day, so for Tuesday, but 3 consecutive days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and for Thursday before going back to the upper 90s next Friday. And you know those saying humidity is what truly makes the heat worse. It's not the heat, it's the humidity that gets you. And that is very true, especially over the next 7 days, because we'll be muggy to uncomfortable, and of course feels like temperatures will be over the actual temperatures. So tomorrow afternoon, 104 in San Antonio, 105 in Cotulla. By Monday, 106 in San Antonio and 107 in Cotulla. Notice the warming trend. And then eventually on Tuesday, this shows 9 o'clock, 107 in around 4 to 5 o'clock, 104 in San Antonio around 9 p.m. But the trend is that it's going to get warmer. So we may see a heat advisory for Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how high the heat index values get. So the 7-day forecast shows 10% chance of rain for our eastern and southern counties for tomorrow and Monday, gradually warming up to eventually the triple digits Tuesday, Wednesday, and for Thursday. And if this is correct, this will be the warmest week that we have experienced here in San Antonio so far in 2026.